Hello and welcome to today's live. Hello and welcome to today's live English lesson here on the AM Language YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Yes, it is a Tuesday afternoon. And I know in Malta it's very nice weather. It's nice, it's hot, it's sunny. And I hope you are all enjoying the weather. In today's lesson, we are going to look at how very English. So, very English sayings. That's what we're going to look at today. Arena F, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all doing well, actually. So, yeah, we're going to look at some very English sayings in today's lesson. And if you know any English sayings, feel free to contribute by writing in the top chat section. The chat section is always there on your right if you're on a laptop. But if you're on your mobile phone, then you will just have to scroll. So make sure, by the way, you like and subscribe to the channel. It's so important that you, if you haven't done so already, that you do subscribe to the channel. And yeah, make sure you do so. So let's start off when people join. That would be great. So, very English sayings. Okay, very English sayings. Here is the first one, okay, and it's well, you might have heard it, but you can use it, okay, and you can use it to ask, "How are you?" Okay, so you've got "How are you," but you can also say, "All right, all right." I mean, that's very English, to be honest. All right. It means "How are you?" So even though when you learn "How are you," you won't learn that you learn it in saying "Are you okay?" sort of thing. But it does actually mean "How are you?" as well. Good afternoon, Francesca. Welcome to today's lesson. But that's a nice, easy one. This one, though, is very English, and everyone should know it. Fancy a cuppa, meaning would you like a cup of tea or coffee? Usually it's going to be tea, but yeah, fancy a cuppa, fancy a cuppa, fancy a cuppa, which means would you like a cup of tea? Now, this is informal, so you would not use this informal. So this is not going to be used in a hotel or restaurant. This is between friends, family, when you're around, when you're around someone's house or even at work. Fancy a cuppa? So I might turn to my boss, the director, and ask her, fancy a cuppa? And she would say yes, for example. So let me ask you guys, do any of you fancy a cuppa at the moment? Let me know if any of you fancy a cuppa at the moment. Next. This is a great one. But I'm going to ask you guys if you can guess what it means. I'm knackered. Does this mean A? I'm full of energy. Does it mean or does it mean I'm very tired? Which one do you think this one means? I'm knackered. Now I know you will see this and it has a K. The K is silent. playing around with the lights again. The K is silent. We don't say the K. So we're just going to say, I'm knackered. I'm knackered. Meaning I am very tired. Very, very tired. B. Actually, yes, I accidentally said the answer, didn't I? But yes, it's B. That's the answer. I'm very tired. So, are any of you tired? Are any of you knackered? Well done, Francesca. You are correct. Okay, let's look at. This is a good one. Let's look at this one. I'm chuffed to bits. What does this mean? I'm chuffed to bits. Do we think this means I'm very pleased? Or do we think that this might mean I'm very upset? What do you think? Is this a big positive, or do we think this is a negative? Do you think it's I'm chuffed to bits, or do we think it's oh, I'm chuffed to bits? What do we think it means? Of course, we could use this sarcastically as well. Francesca says A. If anyone else wants to join in and say, is Francesca correct? Let me know if you think Francesca is correct. So Francesca thinks this is A. I'm chuffed to bits means I am very pleased. Well, Francesca is correct. It is A. Has anything happened that has made you that has left you chuffed to bits? Has anything happened that has left you chuffed to bits? I can tell you that something did happen last week that has left me chuffed to bits. Cristiano Ronaldo signing for Manchester United, my team. I am chuffed to bits with this. I love it. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players of the last 15 years, along with Messi. It's great to see him at my club again. So I am chuffed to bits. Let me know if anything has left you feeling, chuffed, that where you can say, I'm chuffed to bits about something. I mean, in Malta, if you, if you pass, you go up a level, you'll be left feeling, chuffed to bits. There are many things that can make you feel that you're left feeling chuffed to bits. Okay. Let's go with this one. Okay, we'll go with this one. The next one. Now, rubbish. What do we think this means when we use it like this? What do we think? That's rubbish. Um, when we say that's rubbish, are we saying that is rubbish and it should go in the bin? Or are we saying what you've just heard sounds, not is sounds, sounds? Let me just cut that out. There we go. What you've just heard sounds wrong and you don't believe it. So that's rubbish. Rubbish. Rubbish! It sounds rubbish. What do we think? And can you think of anything that is rubbish? Rubbish. B. Francesca thinks it's B. If anyone else would like to come in, do you think Francesca's correct? Is it B? It's important to drink water. I don't know. I mean, how much have I had to drink today? I've had 2 cups of coffee. I've had 1 cup of tea. And I've had at least 2 to 3 big glasses of water. So that's okay. But it's important to think carefully about how much you drink. So Francesca says it's B. Irina F. Sands says it's B, and Manuel says it's B. B is correct. So can you tell me what you have heard recently that is rubbish? It's rubbish. I mean, you've got some great alternatives. It's rubbish. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. Which is the same as saying it's really rubbish. It's rubbish. It's nonsense. Oh, I've just thought of another one. This is a good one. This is actually really English, a real English one, actually. This is a very, very English one. Okay. A load of tripe. A load of tripe. That's another way. So rubbish, nonsense, utter nonsense, a load of tripe, which means it's total rubbish. So, can you think of anything that's a load of tripe? It's utter nonsense. It's total rubbish. It's rubbish. It's nonsense. Utter nonsense. Can I think of anything? Oh, I can think of lots of things. Usually something political. I would say let's say, like the Prime Minister of England. He is always talking a load of rubbish, a load of tripe. I think. What else? I want to be a bit careful because I think a lot of things I hear I would describe as a load of tripe, a load of rubbish, nonsense. What else do I think is a load of tripe? I mean, that's a really good one. A load of tripe. Okay, can I think of anything else? Yes. In the world of football, any Arsenal fan who thinks Arsenal are a good team, well, that's a load of tripe. That's utter rubbish. Nonsense. They're rubbish. They are rubbish. They're terrible. What else? I would say, I think I won't go into politics because I'll then end up just talking about lots of things. But yes, I can think of lots of things that are a load of tripe. Let me know in the live chat if you can think of anything that is a load of tripe. It's rubbish, utter nonsense. Um, Actually, one thing I would say to you is when it comes to workmen, if you're dealing with workmen and let's say you're building a house or a flat and they tell you that it will take 3 months, it's a load of tripe because it will actually take 6 months. I generally think that whenever you have a person, if you ever have workmen doing something, especially if it's building, like building an apartment or building a house, I would always go double. So if they say 3 months, it's probably going to be 6 months. If they say 6 months, it will probably be a year. That's certainly in certain countries. I don't know about where you're from. I would say that happens in quite a few places, though, that I've experienced. Um, okay, so there we go. There are some very good English sayings over there. Let's add one more to this. All right, mate. What does this mean? Or is it B? How are you, friend? All right, mate. All right, mate. Actually, it goes up, really. You're okay? That should be a question mark, actually. And how are you, friend? What do we think this means? All right, mate. All right. It's very English. I mean, you do hear it a lot in quite a few parts of England. Um, Certainly around London. If you go to London or actually most places in England, if you know someone, they'll probably say, all right, mate, how's it going?" So you are okay. Actually, no, that's a point. You okay? I said question mark, but I deliberately left it out because I'm not saying it's a question if it's just like that. So Francesca thinks it's A, but if you think it's slightly different, let me know. All of you are going for A. The answer is specifically B. How are you, friend? That's what it means. It's very close to A if you had A with a question mark, but there isn't. So it's B. How are you, friend? So when someone says, all right, mate, it means, how are you, friend? Or how are you, my friend? I suppose it would be same. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good one, and I recommend you use that one. So there you are. There are some good English sayings and very, very English sayings as well, especially all right, mate. Um, and can I think of here we go. I'll give you one last one. I'll give you one last one. Now, I've probably have said this one before, but just in case I haven't, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. What does this mean? Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. What do we think? A or B? Lovely jubbly. That's lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Do we think it's you just saying yes, you approve and are happy with this with something, maybe a decision, for example, or maybe with some food? Or do you think something is beautiful, like you would see your partner and say, "Ah, you look lovely jubbly"? What do we think? Lovely jubbly. Actually, there is a difference in how people say lovely. So in the south of England, people say lovely. And in the north of England, they say lovely, lovely, lovely jubbly. Francesca says A. Irene F says A, and A is correct. Well done, guys. Okay, guys, so thank you very much. And thank you very much, Manuel. So that's it. Those are some very English sayings that you can add to your vocabulary. And I challenge you all to actually use them. And you can use them straight afterwards. If someone makes you a cup of coffee, you can say, lovely jubbly, thank you, lovely jubbly. If someone makes you dinner, you can say, oh, thank you very much, lovely jubbly. If you are making plans and you come to a decision and you agree and you are happy with the plans, you can say, excellent, looking forward to it, lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly indeed. So I hope so there we go. You've got some good sayings there. You've also got rubbish. It's rubbish. It's a load of rubbish. And you've also got I'm chuffed to bits with this. I am chuffed to bits. And of course, you've also got I'm knackered. Oh, I'm knackered. I'm so knackered. I played football and now I'm knackered. And finally, you can feel like me after this. You might feel like you might fancy a cuppa. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Like the video, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4:30 with another live English lesson. The time is now 5 o'clock in Malta, so have a lovely evening and see you tomorrow at 4:30. Thank you very much, Manuel, Irina F, and Francesca for your contribution, and anyone else who might be watching. Take care and see you tomorrow. Have a lovely, jubbly evening. Thank you very much, and bye for now.